Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today is October 1st. That means we've got a brand new Hero of the Month in the game available, and in today's video, I'm going to do a full hero review on her, and we're going to see if she is worth leveling up and where she might be useful in the game. Real quick before we get started, if you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and turn that notification bell on so you can be alerted of when I drop new content. And because of the frequency of these Heroes of the Month being pulled compared to all of the other heroes, these Heroes of the Month are definitely the most commonly asked heroes. Is this hero worth leveling up? So hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have a good determination if she is, depending on your roster and where she might be able to fit in for you. These are her base stats. She's got 1256 attack, 1200 shield, and 1711 health. So this is with no emblems or limit breaking. She is fast mana speed. She deals 460% damage to the target. If the target is defeated by the attack, the caster gains plus 50% mana. She also adds a stack for herself at a max of 10, where the caster gets plus 10% attack, and then she also gives an elemental link, giving all ice allies plus 20% attack for 4 turns. This effect cannot be dispelled. If we take a look at her max preview stats, double limit broken with masterclass emblems, and I've mentioned in videos before, but these max preview stats are as if you were to follow the talent path all the way to the left. That does include the attack masterclass emblems, but if you wanted to get the attack even a little bit higher, you probably could, because normally there's at least one attack node on the top part of the talent path. And I actually did just go and look at one of my fighter heroes, and there is one singular attack node on the right side of the top part of the talent path that does get missed if you go all the way to the left. So you could get her attack 15 higher, so it would be 1835 instead of the 1820 that it shows here. And then the max previous stats show 1614 shield and 2345 health. She is fighter class, so she'll have a chance to revive if you've got all masterclass emblems on her. When receiving a fatal attack, she has a plus 30% chance to revive at the end of the turn. If revived, the following effects are also activated. This character gets a plus 25% attack for 2 turns. And you only need to get the emblems to 20th node in order to get the plus 30% chance to revive. That last part is what gets added if you go up to 25 masterclass emblems. She does also have a couple passives. The first is perfect accuracy. This character's special skill never misses its targets. And then also resist burn. This character is immune to status ailments that deal burn damage. So that obviously is going to be very useful against a lot of the Untold Tales 2 heroes that have the molten core damage. So she'll be able to resist the molten core against heroes like Dueler Filler or Hridemar or Ott or Regin or Gander, or I think there's a few other ones. She will not be able to resist the Arctic core from some of the other newer heroes like Hogni, Thravaldi, and then there's a couple other newer ones that give that Arctic core instead of the molten core. So just be aware of that. And then she's got the special boost ether power. So at the start of each battle, this hero's special skill deals an additional plus 30% damage for 6 turns. In battles with multiple waves, this effect is refreshed at the beginning of each wave. So she's pretty much a sniper that deals a decent amount of damage at 460%, will gain 50% mana if she defeats the enemy, gives herself the stack, which is only plus 10%. It does have a max of 10, but obviously you need to fire that multiple times for it to really have an effect. I gotta be honest, I'm not really a fan of this hero. I don't like the fact that she's fighter class, so it's still gonna take her 8 tiles to get her special with a legendary troop. You're not going to be able to get that down to 7 tiles unless if there's another increased mana generation hero that you've got on your team, or if you have a bard. The best way she might be useful is if you run a stack of either 3 blues or 4 blues and then another off color, or if you like to run mono, then you could fire some other specials first, and then Nerasis would be kind of the finisher, which would also give her 50% mana, which is still going to take 4 tiles to get her special each time afterwards. I really feel like she should be very fast mana speed, honestly. Her special just does not do enough in order for it to only be fast mana speed. And if she were very fast mana speed, she obviously would get her special in 6 tiles. And then if she were able to kill anybody, she would get her second special in 3 tiles. She does have a pretty decently high attack stat. That's really the only thing that jumps out at me. Each month when these new heroes of the month come out, I really want them to be usable in the game and have them be worth leveling up. But honestly, I just do not feel like Nerasis is worth leveling up. Obviously, if you have nobody else to level up, if you're a free-to-play player and you pulled her from doing random polls, then maybe, but for the majority of people, she is not going to be worth leveling up. I really feel like we were taking a turn and getting some decent heroes of the month this year. With Florena that came out was pretty decent. May, when she came out, she was pretty good. The ability to get a hero that added growth to your allies with a hero of the month from May was definitely a good attribute, but I feel like a lot of the other ones that have been coming out the past few months just have not been good at all, unfortunately. And Nerasis, for me, falls into that category where I would not level her up if I were you. Kind of a shame. She is this sexy looking devil little creature. Definitely love the card art, but for me, when I pull her, she is just going to turn into food for the next Soul Exchange event. Unfortunately, she's not even really going to be useful for any other parts of the game. If you look at her special, she's just a sniper, obviously, so she's not going to be useful for challenge events or tower events or alliance quests or anything like that. And then obviously there's not really anything that makes her useful for Titans. She does give the attack stat up with the plus 20% for ice, but you can get more than that with just a regular bear banner. And the stack that she gives is only for herself. It's not for the rest of her allies, so I don't think that's worth it for having her on Titans either. Let me know if I am missing something or if you think differently of this hero of the month Nerasis, but I think this one is probably a hard pass for most people. Hopefully we get a better hero of the month in November when that comes out, but that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy or found it helpful, and if you did, hit that like button, make sure you're subbed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.